Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, or if you're new, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a trophy truck chassis. So it's all the way over here. This is basically what it's going to look like once we're done, so I just kind of want to give you a bit of the rundown. So of course we got twin I-beam in the front, which really it's twin traction beam. This is all-wheel drive, so there's that. And then we got 4-link in the rear. This is like a really short 4-link, so pretty compact chassis, kind of scale, I guess you could say. If you were to put the character and this together, I guess you could say it's scale, sort of, not entirely, but it's close enough, I guess. So yeah, this is basically what we're gonna build. I'll go ahead and kind of just show you how it does on bumps and whatnot. Also, this does have what do you call it, space engines. So I just have it to where if you press R1 it activates them, and then if you just press R2 or like acceleration, the engines are the only ones that actually power the vehicle. So just so you're not when you go to take a turn, you don't flip over. Of course you can change that. You could put a gyro if you want to, but it's pretty much just preference. And then of course this will be on the PlayStation Workshop. But anyways, as you can see, pretty decent. I'll go ahead and take it off this jump up here, and then we'll get to building. Alright, let's see how this does. It should do pretty good. Usually it lands fairly well if I land it correctly. Okay, yeah. The only problem I have is the axle. For whatever, well, I know why. It's because I landed literally on my axle. If you land on a like one of those berms out there, obviously it's not like real sand, so it doesn't just like, or I don't even know if that's sand. I think that's mainly like dirt. So when it lands, it just kind of freaking bucks this thing, and that doesn't feel too good. But lands pretty decent. Of course, going downhill. Golly. Okay. So anyways, that's basically what we're gonna be building here. So we're gonna just start with the roll cage. So first we're gonna go ahead and get a operator seat. Now you can either have 2 or 1, whatever you prefer. I'm just gonna put 2, just because that's kind of what it's just gonna be. Then we can put engine in the middle here just to connect these right there, and then we're gonna get a, let's see if I remember. I'm also going off my picture, so should be able to remember this. We're gonna get a 1x3. We're just gonna connect this up here, right behind the seats. Then we're gonna get a tube double T. We're gonna put this on the ends like that, and then we're gonna get a 1x1. Let's do this. Then a tube T. Then more 1x3s, and then another 1x1, and then a tube double elbow, and then we're just gonna do this on the other side like that. And then now we need to actually put slopes, so we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do another one on this side, and then we're gonna put a 1x1 like this, and then on the other side as well, so 2 like that. Then we're gonna put a tube T, 2 in the middle right here. And then we're gonna leave that there. Now we're gonna get a, I believe, okay, let me see. Gotta look at another photo here. We gotta get a, let's see, what is this? Tube T cross. Then we need to get another one, put it on the other side. And then from here, we're gonna get a 1x1. And another 1x1, and then we'll just leave this for now. I'll explain what we gotta do with that here in a bit. Then we're gonna get a, let's see, tube T. And put this on that side, and then put this on this side. Also, I'm gonna flip, oh wait, no, this is the right way, never mind. Then we're gonna get a, let's see, I believe that's a 1x3. Let me see. Put one here, and then one on the other side. And then we need a, let's see, what is this? I believe that's a tube double T. Actually, no, I think that's a tube T cross. No, that's a, okay. That's a tube cross. So you want to put a tube cross right there. Then one over here. Then we're gonna get a, what is this? 1x2 slope. I'm gonna flip this, put it like this. Then do that to the same, do the same thing to the other side. Then we'll connect these with a tube elbow right here. Wait, no. Tube elbow on the back, and actually we're gonna run a tube double elbow like so. And then we gotta connect this stuff, so we'll just do tube T here, tube T on this side, and then a 1x4. Alright, and then we're gonna put a 1x1 right here. Then we'll get another tube T, put one right here and right here. Then we're gonna do a, let's see, what is this? 1x1. And then we need to get another tube 1x2 slope and put this one facing forward. Same with this one, and then of course put a 1x1. Whoops, put a 1x1 right there. Then we'll get another 1x1, then another one, and then we need a tube double elbow like this. And then I think, oops, that is not what I meant to do. Okay, there we go. So now we need a, I believe this is a 2x1, or no, I think it's another one of these. So we're gonna flip this, put them like this, and then we need to get a 1x1, and another one, whoops, then another 1x1 over here, then a tube T facing up, and that'll do that. Then let's see what else. Well, I guess we could put another 2 engines, so I'm gonna color this black real quick. Just do this, and then you're gonna put another 2, I believe, here. Yep. And then from here, we're gonna put a tube slope, another, what is this, 2x1x2, then another one on the other side, and then we need a tube elbow. And then, let's see, we're gonna get a tube T. Oops. We're gonna get a tube T, put it here and here, I think. Let's see, tube T, and then, okay, yeah. Or is that gonna be different because Actually, I think this side is gonna be different, so let me make sure. We're just gonna get rid of the tube T on this side, just this side though. That's because we're gonna have something right here. And then now we're gonna put 1x1s on the end of this, just going back. And then we're gonna need to get, let's see what else. We're gonna put another tube T facing this way. And then we're gonna get a, what is this one? Tube double T. I'm gonna put it like this. It's not gonna be connected for right now, but it'll connect once I'm done. Then we're gonna get another 1x1. We're gonna put one here, and then we need a tube T. We're gonna put one on like right here, so we got a hole right here. Then we're gonna put another 1x1. Then we're gonna get a tube double elbow. Put them like this. Then we need a 1x1x2. And then a tube elbow on the bottom here. And then let's see. We'll go ahead and do another 1x1x2 like this. And then we'll just get tube T's. And we're gonna basically connect it to the engine here. Technically, it would probably be better if you connect it from here. So if you did like a tube double T and then ran a bar all the way to here. I don't know if it would look as good, but it would probably be better just to protect the actual engines instead of having this kind of open right here. But it's all up to you. You can change that if you want to. Really, all you do is just change these with a tube double T, get rid of these two things, and then just connect it with the pipe from here to here. It's like 4 blocks, so you do a 1x4. But anyways, yeah, so there's that. Now, let's see. On the bottom, that's connected. Let's see, what else? Okay, we'll leave the front like that for now. Obviously, there's some things missing here, but once we kind of, well, actually, what we could do is we can put the things that I need to put here. We're gonna put a steering hinge. Make sure the green is facing this way. So as you can see right there. And we're actually gonna make these 1x1s. We're gonna make these tube T's. Gonna put them facing down like this. Then we're gonna get a flat connector, 1x2, and just connect them on the bottom. So same with this steering hinge. Just make sure the steering hinge has no controls. You could do 2-speed, and then we're gonna do 23.5 angle. Get rid of steering help, and then we'll just put these like this. And then we need to put a another one of these 2x1x2 slopes, and we're gonna put this like this, so it's like an A. And then we need a, oops, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, so now we can actually do this. So we're gonna just make this a passenger seat just right now, so we don't have to do that later. That way no one can control your vehicle, whoever's in the passenger seat. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. I guess we can actually connect this real quick as well. So we'll do two 1x1s just like this. And then let's see, what else do I need to do? I guess we can put a floor now, so we're gonna go ahead and do let's see, how should I do this? Oh yeah, okay, so now we're gonna get go to balance, and we're gonna get weight blocks. So you're gonna put one here, one here, and then basically the same thing on the other side. Then we're gonna put a 2x2 wedge. We're gonna move this here. Is this where I had it, or was it? Yeah, I think this is where I have it. Then we're gonna get a space engine. You could just leave this gray or whatever color you want to do. Of course, you can change the color of the cage if you want to. I'm just building it in gray. It's supposed to be a little better in gray, so you know, so you guys can actually see it a little better. I'm also gonna change the time of day to a little bit of a sunset, just so you guys can see. So 2x2 wedge, space thruster right here. Then we need to get another heavyweight block, and we're gonna connect that right here with another space thruster on the back, and that's basically our floor done. Now we're gonna get a, I believe, let me see. I don't know if I did I think I did 2x2. So we're gonna get a 1x2, or yeah, 1x2. That's what I did. 1x2 like this. Then we're just gonna put a 2x2 wedge facing this way, and then oh wait, actually this is supposed to be back. So make sure this is connected with the engine like that. Then we're gonna put tube tees facing downward, and those are gonna be, well, I guess what we could do is actually get rid of these 1x2s, and then we'll just put a 1x3 there. There we go. And then so now that's all pretty much done. Oh, I think I remember why I had it like that. So actually, my bad, we're actually going to keep this as a 1x2, but we're just going to connect it on the front as a 1x2 right here. So make sure you leave a gap in the middle here, because what we're going to need to do is we're going to go to logic. We're going to get a NOR logic gate, and we're going to put this under right here. Then you're going to go to configure. You're going to make sure you select the steering hinges. Once again, make sure the steering hinges have no input. And then if I put this down, well, now you can see the tube slopes line up decently right there. They're not exactly, but they're close. You can kind of mess with that if you want to make it flush or whatnot, but that's pretty good for me. So we got that there. So now I guess we're gonna move on to the back until we can actually start working on suspension. So let's see here. All right, so we'll start from this side. We'll do a 1x1 right here. Then we're gonna get another one of these steering hinges. We're just gonna flip it, make sure the green is going upward, get rid of the controls, and then we're gonna do, I think I did 25 angle. We'll change that though if it's not, and then we'll just put another one on this side. Once again, make sure there's no controls. Then we'll put another 2 1x1 right here, and then we need to get a tube 1x2 slope, or 2x1x2 slope, and then just put this on the back here, and then put I think I did one of these, another 2x1x2 slope, basically right here, connected to the steering hinge. And then we're gonna get a 1x1x2 slope, connect it here and here. Make sure you don't connect it with this one, make sure it's the one on the top. Then we're gonna get a 2 1x1, connect it there. Then we'll get a 2 2x1x2 slope, and actually we're gonna put this back by 1, and we're gonna connect another tube 1x1 like this. Then we'll connect another tube 2x1x2 slope, and then we're gonna need to put another 2 1x1 on the back of this one, and then we're gonna put a tube elbow right here, facing down. Then we're gonna put one facing outward. Then we're gonna put one facing down. Then we're gonna put a tube T facing inward. Then we'll put a tube 1x1x2 slope. So basically this is gonna be built on the other side, so same thing, tube elbow facing down, tube elbow facing out, and then tube elbow facing down. Then we're gonna get a tube T, and then of course another 1x1x2 slope facing inward and going up towards like that. Now we're gonna build the back side, so now we need to get another tube elbow facing inward, and then a tube T, or wait, probably a tube T cross. I think that's what's right there. And then we're gonna put a, I don't know if I have a 1x1 there or if the tires fit, so we're just gonna experiment here because I didn't really get too good of a picture. So we'll do a tube cross, or wait, what is this? Tube cross, yeah. Then we'll get a where is it? Tube double elbow. Put this on the corner here. Then we need to get a 1x3, just connect it like this. Then we'll get a 1x1x2 slope like this. Make sure that's connected. Then we'll put a 1x2 flat connector on the top here. Then we'll put a tube elbow facing inward, and then this one facing inward. And then we'll get two tube 1x1s. And that connects that there. So let's see if the tire goes there. I think I did put a 1x1. Okay, yeah, so now that we have this built, what you can really do is just select all this, move it back by one, and then just put a tube 1x1 right here in the middle. And that way we have room for our tires here. This connecting point isn't really going to connect anywhere, mainly just for looks, so you don't got to worry about connecting anything right here. Right here is going to be where our sway bar is, I believe. Yeah. So, okay, so I think that's pretty much the roll cage done. Of course, just make sure your NOR logic gate is connected to all the steering hinges that need it. So these two in the front, and then two right here, and that should, as you can see, it's went up and it's connected with the chassis. So let me make sure. I'm just going to show you one last time. These are at 25 degrees. Of course, you can mess with that if you want it shorter, or if you wanted to go higher, however you want to do it. But 25 degrees for these, and then I believe 23.5 for the front right here. So that's pretty much the roll cage done, I'm pretty sure. Got everything connected, so we'll start with the front suspension. We're gonna go ahead and get a piston. We'll get two pistons, pretty much. We're gonna put one facing upward right here. Then we're gonna get another one facing upward right here. And then now we're gonna connect this with a wait, hold on. Okay, so oh, I see, okay. I actually could have done this before, so I didn't notice this. So actually this tube 1x1, this is a tube T. This is gonna go facing down like this. Same with this side, and then we're gonna put a tube 1x1 to here. Then we're just going to connect that with a tube elbow on the bottom, connecting to the engine, and right there. Then we're going to put 1x2 flat connector on top here to connect these pistons, of course with the ones that are actually facing up. And then now these pistons, we're just gonna get rid of the controls, put 100 speed, and then we're gonna put this to 0.7. Of course, make sure you save. Don't want this to get deleted. Now we're gonna get a flat connector 1x2, then put this on the back sides of the pistons. Then we're gonna get a steering hinge. Make sure you zero this out. You don't gotta get rid of any controls, just get rid of the strength and then you're good. Do the same thing on this side. Get a tube 1x1x2 slope like this, then a 2x1x2 slope like this, and then we're gonna get another steering hinge and do this. Same steering hinge though, don't get a new one, so get the same one that you have right here. Alright, so now we got the top connected. We can go ahead and actually put a steering hinge right here on these connecting points. So make sure it's zeroed out, of course. 1 and 2 there. That'll be for our springs. Now we're gonna get a tube tube double elbow, or is it, let's see, because if that goes there, okay, so we're gonna need a tube double T. I think, wait, actually I should probably just look at the picture. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, yeah, so you can either do a tube double T like this, or you can just put a tube elbow, basically just connect it to there on the steering hinge like this. But I think I'll just do a tube, or I'll do a tube elbow, because we're gonna have a steering hinge right here for our actual steering, so don't want to have anything in the way. So we'll do a tube double elbow, then we'll get another flat connector 1x2, then we'll put a steering hinge right here, same one. Of course, make sure all of them are zeroed out, just the ones that are on the suspension. There will be one that is different strength, but there's only one of those, so of course I'll tell you whenever that is going to happen. Now we're going to get a flat connector 1x3, and we're going to get a tube elbow and put this on the end, and then we're just going to basically wrap it around and to right here. Then you're going to get a brand new steering hinge, put this on the end, and that basically completes that there. Now we can put straight suspension like this. Make sure these two are going up like this. Make sure this one's connected at the bottom, and then this one up here, just rotate it to make it connect with the top. And that's pretty much done for this side. You can choose whatever color you want. I think what I'll do is I'll just do, I think for this one I want to do like not purple, blue might look cool. I'm gonna make the springs black, green, purple, pink. Purple looks kind of cool. Orange, yellow. I think I'll go with orange. This like kind of orange yellow color. And of course I just copy and pasted that to the other side. So now with this one, you can either basically copy and paste all this to this side, but I'll just go ahead and build it. Now it's a little easier. We're gonna get a tube double elbow, face this one outward. Then we're gonna get a flat connector 1x2, put it on right here. Make sure this one is, this spring right here, the bottom connection is facing outward, so like this, and then get another steering hinge and then connect it right there, and that connects that there. Now we're gonna get a flat connector 1x3 put this on the bottom. Then we need to get a 2x, basically wrap this around the same exact way, and then another steering hinge right there. So that basically completes the front. You can put you can put tires if you want to. It's up to you. I think I'll just put some right now. I'm gonna make these black, and then I'm actually gonna put a yellow bead lock on these, or well, not necessarily a bead lock, but it's close to a bead lock. So we're gonna go ahead. Okay, why is it off? What the heck? Am I seeing this correct? Why is this not? Okay, hold on. Why is it offset? I don't understand. Hold on, I'm gonna place this down. I don't... Okay, there we go. Okay, that was weird. Okay, so basically, you kind of want this to be in the center, obviously. So... I mean, the easiest way to do that, I guess you can make this like the smallest. And then just go really in here. And then just go about right in the middle. I'm gonna say that's like where the middle is. Then we gotta make this. That's still kind of off, no? Yeah, there we go. Then let's see, how big does this need to be? I think it's usually around a little over 2. 2.5. Then we're gonna put the top color, or well, the middle color black, and then we're gonna put the outside color orange. I don't know why I said yellow. So there we go. Then we're gonna just copy and paste this to the other side. And now you have a orange bead lock in quotation marks. So anyways, there's that. Now this should, obviously, as you can see, flexes pretty nice. It's pretty heavy on the front. Well, it's actually just, well, yeah, pretty heavy on the front. Alright, so now we're gonna start doing the rear suspension here. Let me go back to my pictures here. Let's see. Okay, did I get a good picture? Okay, I think this will work. Okay, so we're gonna have to do a little bit of refining. This tube T actually needs to be a tube cross, so this can just go here, and really you can tie this into the floor blocks right here, so you could put like a tube T cross and then connect that into there, but it's up to you. Then we're gonna give it a 2x and just put this on the bottom. Now I think we're pretty much ready. We can start mounting everything up. So we're gonna get a well, I guess we can just get one from the front. Get a steering hinge from the front, and then make it go like this. Then we're gonna get another one, put it right here, another one right here, and then another one right here. Then we're gonna get another one, just copy and paste it, and then make sure it's going side to side like this. Now we can start putting the tube T's and whatnot. Whoops. So we're gonna get a tube T, or actually we're gonna get, yeah, tube T. We want this to be facing outward. Then we're gonna get another tube T up here. This one needs to be facing upward. Then we're gonna get another steering hinge. We're gonna make this one face inward. And then the one on the top is gonna face upward like this. Then we need to get either you can get a 1x2 or a 2x1 shield piece. I like the 2x1 shield piece on the bottom. Makes it look a little more like a trailing arm. I know sometimes trailing arms are also pipe, but just for aesthetics, really, or cosmetics, aesthetics. I don't really know. anyways, we're gonna get another flat connector 1x2 up here and just connect this. And then we're gonna get another tube T, flip it upside down like this, get another flat connector 1x2, put it here and here. And then we're gonna get another flat connector 1x2 and put it right here, and then put the other one here. Now we're gonna get a what is this, tube double T, I believe. Yeah, we're gonna make this connect here, have this one facing up, and then have a connecting point on this side. Do the same thing on this side. Then we're gonna put a steering hinge right here, and then another one on the other side like this. Make sure it's going back and forth. Then up here, this one's gonna go side to side. Whoops. So back and forth, side to side. And then now we need to pretty much just put steering hinges on the ends of these, I believe. So we'll just get this, copy and paste it to this side. So one here like this, then the one on the back going up and down like that. Then you just oh my gosh, copy and paste everything to where it needs to be. So all the connecting points all connected with steering hinges. All the ones on the back go up and down. The ones right here go side to side. So that should be good there now. Now we can start putting the axle in. So we're gonna get a 1x4, put it like this. Then we'll get a tube, a shield 2x1 shield piece, and basically connect this on the back side of here. Then we're gonna get a tube T, and I'm gonna just put it like this pretty much. You can get a tube cross just to make it look like it's connected to this side as well, but I usually just do a tube T like this. Then we're gonna get a 1x3 flat connector and put it on the top here. Do the same for the other side, of course. Make sure this one is facing outward, and you have two connection points on the bottom and the top. And do this. Now we're gonna put now we gotta connect all this up here too. So we're gonna get a tube T, turn it around, make sure this is facing inward and this one is facing inward as well, so they're connected. Okay, so now for this large hinge, we're gonna make sure this has no controls. Make sure this one has absolutely no controls. We're gonna put the strength to about 15. You really don't want it at 100. You want it to be a little bit free, not too much. We'll do 15. And then we'll get a you can either do a shield piece on the top right here, like a 2x1, or a 2x2, or you can just do flat connectors like this. And then we're gonna get a 2T, put it like this, and then a what is this, 2x like this. And there we go. So that's pretty much all that fitted up. Let's see what else. I'd say wait to put the tires on just so you can kind of see a little better. Now we're gonna get you can just copy and paste your suspension piece from over here and then just put it over here. Then we're just gonna put these up all the way. Now right now obviously it's starting at a pretty high height, but once it has preload, it'll bring these down and it won't obviously be this high. So put 3 springs on each side. You can really you can do like 2 or 1, how many ever you want. If you want it to look a little better, you can do 2 and it looks better than 3, but you just don't get as much travel obviously. So now we're gonna get a 1x3 flat connector and just put this on the top here. Whoops. And then we're gonna go ahead and get another zeroed out steering hinge. We're gonna put 2 like this, basically where they're going this way and this way. Then we're gonna get another one that's going this way and this way. From here, we need to get a 1x1, or you can just put a 1x2 block piece. Then we're gonna put a piston facing this way. We want it to connect right here, and then facing inward. We're gonna make sure the controls, or it has no controls. Put the speed to 100, and then the starting position will be 0.5. Then we'll just do another one on this side. Then we're gonna get another one, flip it, and then we want this one to be pointing down. So now we're gonna get a, we connect the piston, get rid of the controls on this one as well, and then this one's gonna be 0.6 on the starting position. Then we're just gonna put another one on the other piston, and then, okay, so now we're gonna have to do another bit of, a little bit more re-editing, or editing, I guess you could say. So as you can see, we got this all connected here. We have a tube elbow here, so now we just need to connect this to down here. So we'll just do a 2 double T like this, and then we'll get a 1x1 like this. So that's pretty much everything connected, pretty sure. This should all be good. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Except, oh yeah, that's right. It's almost done. Now you can either leave this without a sway bar. You don't have to add a sway bar. I like it. Well, actually, I think you do need a sway bar, because there's no actual support from these middle links really. They'll pretty much kind of just flop around, and so when you turn, it's probably gonna mess you up. But I'll test it real quick just to check, because I am curious about this. Okay, so probably should just add a little bit of tuning to these real quick. This is not the actual tune. I'm just gonna add a little bit of dampening just so we can actually kind of drive this thing a little bit. I will be doing a full tune though once we have all this built. Just do 1.8. Okay, that's a little better, but still not as good. So I'll just go ahead and select all these. Just put the stiffness to like 0.1. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, as you can see, a lot of roll from this. So that's why I add the sway bar for like the really small on the width, and the short usually has a lot of roll from, just because there's no support from these actual control arms. So what we're gonna do is get a 1x3 flat connector. I'm gonna connect it on the bottom of these tube tees, and we're just gonna put it right there as well. And then we can put a, well, actually technically you can also do a 1x2. That'd probably be better as well, except the only thing is you'd probably hit right there. So we'll just do a 1x3 flat connector. You can kind of mess with that if you want to, but we're gonna get another 0 dot steering hinge. Make sure it's going this way and this way, and then basically just put that on the other side. Put another one on this side facing like this. Then we're gonna put another one like the one on the bottom on the top. Make sure they're all facing down like this. Then we're gonna put another one here, and then let's see. Okay, so something's off. Let me check my picture again. Ah, I see. Okay, I figured this was a little close. So if you have all this built, you already have the steering hinges, leave all that there. We're just gonna basically move this back by one. So get only this back side, all this right here that you can see, move it back by one, and then just connect it with another tube 1x1, and that basically fixes your problem. Now we can get another steering hinge. We're gonna put this facing this way and going like this. Same thing with the other side. Then we're gonna get a tube elbow, put this on the ends of them, just like so. Then a flat connector 1x2, and then just connect this to the tops right there. And then now we can put the tires in the middle here. We're gonna put one, whoops, we're gonna put one right here, and then we're gonna put another one right here. Of course, you can have the bead locks either showing outward or showing inward, just depending on how you want it. I like the bead locks outward, so there's that. Connect this in the middle here, and I mean, I'm pretty sure that's pretty much it, other than tuning. So another thing real quick is these space thrusters, you can keep them as R2, or you can just change them to R1. I'm going to change them to R1 and then disable the smoke. So now, I mean, that's basically it. Like I said, oh yeah, one more thing. On the engines, just to make sure your rear, these spare tires aren't turning, select all the engines and then just unlink them, of course, the spare tires. Alright, so let me just make sure everything's working properly. Yeah, feels pretty good. And then of course, if you do want to change colors, go to decals, and then you just need to change the bottom color. As you can see my cursor, so you can just do whatever color you want. It's up to you. I'll just keep it with the orange, and then you can change the springs as well. So I mean, you could do white springs if you wanted to. So change the spring color is color 2. To change the actual like connecting parts, that's the top color, color 1. So you can change that if you want to. It's all up to you. So anyways, now we're gonna tune this a little bit. So the front suspension, we'll do these two here on the very bottom, these two, 1 stiffness and 1.8 dampening. Then the top ones, we're gonna do 0.7 stiffness and 1.3 dampening. Then for the rear, we're gonna do on the very bottom ones 2 dampening and then 1 stiffness, and then the ones on the top we'll do 0.8 stiffness and 1.8 dampening, and we'll just see how that does. Feels decent. Okay, not bad. All right, I think that's a decent tune. I'll go ahead and take it off a jump up here. Should land smooth, and if it doesn't, then well, I guess it doesn't, but let's see. All right, well, that's obviously not gonna land smooth, but it should do better over here. Okay, it's a little rough, but I think it's mainly just because my axle on the rear hits 90 miles an hour. Oh my gosh. Okay, thought we were gonna blow up. All right, so I mean, this is pretty much it. Of course, I can do a quick recap if you need. So of course, all the engines, make sure you can either do a rear wheel drive or all wheel drive. It's up to you. I just do all wheel drive. So of course, select all your engines, get rid of the controls on the spare tires. You can see that it's gray, not green. The green ones are the ones that are driving. With the space engines, they're just thrusters, so you're not really connected to anything. It's just pushing you forward. Make sure your passenger seat on the left hand corner here, make sure it's a passenger seat, and then for this one, make sure this one is the one that you can actually control with. And then of course, suspension, the ones on the bottom here in the back, 1 stiffness, 2 dampening. The one on the top, 0.8 stiffness and 1.8 dampening. The front on the bottom 2, 1 stiffness and 1.8 dampening, and the top one is 1.3 dampening and 0.7 stiffness. And the pistons, the ones here that pull the suspension forward is 0.5. The ones that pull down here in the middle, 0.6. And then the ones on the front that pull up is 0.7. And then of course you just have basic interior. You don't really got a steering wheel. If you try to add a steering wheel, I think what will happen is this is gonna cut through it and possibly break everything, or it'll actually be okay. I'm not entirely sure, I haven't tested it, but there's that. For the steering hinges that are actually supposed to be controlled by this NOR logic gate, make sure they're all connected. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The front piston, the front steering hinge is 23.5 angle, and the one on the back is 25 angle. And I think that's basically it, just for the recap. So now you can go ahead and go either toss the suspension on something or just drive this thing around, add a gyro, whatever you want to do, add more power. It is a pretty small chassis. I try to fit as much as I could, as much power as I could. So, you know, there's that. But I mean, it's a pretty smooth chassis actually. I think this is one of my favorites. I'll probably be using this one a lot from now on. But anyways, that's enough chit chat. Hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this helps, and I hope you like this build as well. Thanks for watching, and have a blessed day.